Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where I have just spent about half an hour or so placing down a few solar panels. So at the end of last episode, I said I was going to try and fill most of this with solar panels, and I have kind of done that. We still need a few to be placed down here and there, but overall it's looking quite good. We have about, let's see, what are we hitting? About 6.8 gigawatts of power now, which hopefully is going to be enough for us to survive through the night. Other than that, I've done two things. I've just added a bit more speed to the solar panels since we needed to place so many, so now they're just a bit faster. And then I added a small amount of mining operations over here, since at the peak it was very much necessary. So that's all I've done, and now we just need to continue improving our base. And I think the best place to start is by getting our basic products in order. So one of the things I want to solve now is pretty much expanding iron, copper and steel, just to get things flowing in a nice orderly fashion. So one of the things we need to do is just take this blueprint, for now at least, and stamp it down a few places. Yeah, let's just take this one. For one, we have to place it down. Let's see if we can find where it matches in, right here. That will give us most of the beacons, and then we'll make a few more going down this way, just to make sure we have enough steel production for the future. Where does it fit in? It fits right here, it seems. And let's do one more just below, just so we have at least some of it up and running. This will of course tax the system like everything else, but let's just hook these up to make sure everything is in the correct spot. There we are. Let's throw in some productivity to this, and just wait for the rest of the base to come alive while they try to produce more productivity modules for us and even more speed modules. I know that's gonna require a lot of power, so let's see if we made enough to at least support that part. That is something I'm looking very much forward to seeing. So yeah, right now we are filling it every day. Let's see if that's also the case when all the beacons fly in and all of the things start to work non-stop. That is going to be quite exciting. In terms of production, if we look at, let's take this one away. Looking at this one, where'd it go? Right here, we are producing about 12. Do 1 minute, about 10 a minute. So that's not too bad. That means we can get about 300 per episode or something like that, as long as our resources can support it. So that is our steel setup solved. Let's just mark 2 more steel on the map. Here we are. And another one right here for steel. And then we'll have to start beaconing all of our iron. Not sure it's necessary yet, but then we at least have the main parts up and running, because that is something we are missing. So let's just steal this. Let's just place it down up here and watch our base slowly die because of all the things it needs to do. That's something I actually do enjoy very much, just torturing the base a small amount. Let's get in those. Here we are. About one of the last times we'll do this by hand. Hopefully. So that is that sorted. That is steel sorted. This is copper sorted. Let's go down again. Copper is fine right here. Has all... it needs a few productivity modules. I can see that much. So, let's just make sure we get enough in. We probably will be lacking a few to get it all sorted, but that's just the way it is. But hopefully when this picks up, we will be in a good spot. So while all this is building, let's just check our power. Still looking fine. The main part is going to be how it handles the night. Oh, that's more speed flying in there. That's cool. What I also want to do is might do a new cell for batteries so we can beacon it without interrupting our current cycle. So maybe just making a new one over here will be fine. So let's steal this. We can just take this part and add it into over here. Of course, we will have to figure out where to place our beacons. That will be the next part. But for now, let's just get it down. I can see we copied too much. So let's just take this part instead. There we are. That looks a bit better. So let's just place it down where it looks good. Let's do right here. We might not be able to fit in anymore anyway. But we'll see. The reason why I'm doing batteries is because we need some for all of our accumulators. One of the things that's holding us back. And we can't have that. So let's do it from right. Could start a bit down, but of course misalign it a bit. Let's try that. And let's see how all of this fits in. So if we do this, copy it over here, exactly the same spot. How many of these can we then have next to each other? See, 2, 3. We probably couldn't fit in number 4, so let's just keep it at this size. I think that'll be fine. For now, let's hook it up with a bit of pipe down here at the bottom. Like that. And then we'll add some speed modules and other things to it as soon as it gets going. Should probably have added productivity to all of this, but let's just wait until it's built. Then we'll add the productivity, then we'll add all the speed. I think we can do something like this to solve it quite easily. Can we then do that to here, here, and here? Nope. So that means we'll just have to deconstruct this right here and there and add in new to make it run as we want. There we go. Productivity is not really something we can do yet. We will do it as soon as we have enough stored, but right now our base is just yeah, back at the same place we are normally at, struggling to keep up with demand. Let's just remove, to be honest, that for now. That would be fine. Oh, not that one, to be honest. This part. Because I want to have a blueprint I can use to continue over, and that will be this one. There we are. That means we can also throw in some productivity. Just a small amount. And makes things run a bit. So now the base is swarming. We have a ton of robots trying to do what they want. Out of our 27k, we have about 26 in the air. The rest are idling a bit, but that can't be long before they're used to go and grab probably more iron around the place, because this is going to get emptied out extremely fast. Just look at that massive amount of things that are being transported. We can remove this and probably add in some of these down the line. And of course, let's add in some power for them. There we are. That is probably gonna power its well. And one right here as well. There we are. So hopefully this will clear itself out in just a little while. Look at this mess, man. But they're all getting charged at a nice rate, it seems. Luckily we have this many. Wow, that is crazy. But yeah, everything is working as intended. So I have no complaints about this setup at the moment. So that's Gonna request more and more. Flying into our new steel factories. Fully beaconed steel factories, that is. So, yeah. That is looking very, very crisp. Yeah, let's call it very crisp. That is good. Now we just have a massive amount of robots flying around. Wow. Oh, this looks insane, guys. See, don't we have a green here? Yeah, look how much it's trying to pull in. But it can't keep up. We're at 38 science, so we should probably start to research things soon. But before we do that, I want some of this to stabilize a small amount since 6. Oh, another rocket launcher. Can we keep up? Oh, it disappears. Actually didn't know it did that. I think that's the first time I followed one on the map view. So that was actually that's a new thing for me, to be honest. I didn't know it disappeared. But it does make sense. So now everything here is running. We have most of it beaconed. We are getting productivity modules in. Let's just add them to the little setup over here to get it working as intended. Oh, look at that. It fits perfectly in. So that is very, very good. This is just running by itself. I'm not quite sure what requests at the moment, since most of it is made on site. At least at our right here. That's all with at 25% again. So the speed up has done a ton for our throughput. So that is actually very, very good. Also want to speed this up a bit with some beacons. But, oh, we're not requesting more buffer chests. That's actually quite interesting. Let's just change that to be the case. Might want to change how much we're requesting in as well. Because things ain't getting here fast enough. And there might be a case because our electronic circuits has completely gone through the floor. But it is being made as fast as about as humanly possible, but robotically? If it's made by robots instead of automatically. Aha. Something like that. But I'm very much enjoying the base at the moment. It's running exactly as I was hoping it would, other than the power, of course. But that's gonna be the bane of our existence forever. So not much we can do about that. About the future of this series and how we're gonna expand all of this. As we talked about last episode, we will need about 20 of these. But I kind of want a way to manage it, so when I stamp down 20 of them, it doesn't just start pulling from the entire base. I don't think that would be very, very wise. So what is a good way to do it instead? Where it only, we can say it only launches a rocket if there is less than, what is that, 40k science or something in storage? Would that be a way to manage how this runs? Because if we're more than 40k, there's no need for it to launch. And if you want to consume 4k a minute, and it launches every 5, I think that could be a way to manage it. Please write in the comments what you think could be a way to do it. That is one of the ideas I have. Because that way we'll also make sure we don't overproduce the amount of science we have. But it will also mean we will have 20 maybe standing by once in a while. Then something launches, and then we have 20k science flying in. So that's gonna be quite insane. As always, I'm just gonna do a bit of this as well in the episode, since I can't spare you for all the goodness of watching me expand out our network. That is something I don't want to steal from you guys. But look how far up we are now. That's actually looking quite good. So let's get some more solar in, just to have things flowing. There we are, going up this way. both sides. Can fit one in? We could, but no robots to the bottom left, so I'll skip it out. And look at that. Massive amount of iron. We have to go and get that. That's like 36,000. Wow. No, I'm just kidding. But we can easily expand out this way. So let's get that done. Get our robots something to do while you guys are not watching. Because power will be forever the bane of our existence. And to be honest, doing nuclear, I don't think that's gonna make it much easier. Or, to be honest, it'll make it a lot cheaper to do. Because in theory, we could just use all this water to make nuclear setups. But I limit myself to using solar, both in terms of saving UPS. I've heard that helps quite a bit since water pipes are not ideal to have a base running. So that's one of my reasons to try and do it this way. And let's continue over here as well. There we are. So now most things are connected up. Our base is grabbing. Look at that. That looks insane how many robots we have. For all of you that's a bit interested in this, we have about 28k flying around. Not too bad, to be honest. But yeah, we can support it. And we are gaining power. So in that regards, in terms of in the day, we can easily get this done. 114k. That is not too bad. But still far from what I want. Yeah, let's do this so we can easily see our grids. I think that's much better. So all this is expanding out. Let's place down some more over here. Just to have something to do. We can't have our robots idling, even though I could do this in between episodes. By the way, guys, thanks for commenting and writing to me on Discord and other places. What do you think about me doing some of this off screen? I think it's very good because it's not the most exciting content. Watching me stamp down solar fields. So I think I'll continue to do that in the future. So in between episodes, I just expand out our power network, since that is what takes the longest to do. And it doesn't really add anything to viewability. At least I don't think so. So there we are. Let's do it all the way around these. I think that'll be fine. This one is still lagging a bit behind. But then again, we are making a ton of modules. Might want to increase our storage again, but yeah, it is fine. It's what happens. We'll need it. So that is good. This is slowly building up, mostly because we don't have any robots to place things down, or they're doing other things at the moment. So as soon as they realize that we actually place down some things, it will be good. Oh, so good. So yeah, let's see here. Should we also expand over this way? I kind of want our main factory to be around here. Oh, look at that. 48 if we're up here. That's something it doesn't like, so we'll have to zoom in a bit to not grind the game to a halt. But I think that's a good thing to do. That is also getting placed down. So it's all just about getting this working. And yeah, I think I will do most of that off camera. I think that will be just fine. This is all beacons. Let's just make sure that we got all of this done before I end the episode. That is good. That is good. This is all good. Ooh, this needs a ton of things in them. We could just pick these up and add them in. But yeah, we'll do that next episode where we have enough to support it all. Here we go, we have enough to do it. Missing just a few, but yeah, that's just the way it is. So I'm gonna end the episode here. It's a bit shorter than normally, but I just wanted to show you the progress on our solar fields. And then by the next episode, hopefully I have more of this covered. I think that will be very good. So this entire left side will just be solar field heaven. Look at that blue blob, it's massive. But still enjoying doing it with robots. It is a challenge, and every day I try not to install a mod that makes it easier for me, because I want to do it 100% vanilla. That is the challenge. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you're still following along. Hopefully you still give me a like. Most of you have subscribed at this point, which I very much appreciate. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.